I want to talk to you now about something very interesting. We are going to review the $10,000 SABLE credit card. Is it a scam or is it for real? Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation, I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk about the $10,000 SABLE credit card. And the question is this card a scam or for real? One thing you need to understand here, and this is the overview, I want to say that this SABLE card, the company behind it, everything is legit. So when we talk about SABLE card, you are talking about a card that has no fees, no credit checks, no more barriers to building credit. What I'm trying to say here is that this is a card that allows you to build credit. Okay, it is basically a secure credit card. So when I talk about $10,000, that $10,000 is your own money. It's not a credit. It's not an amount that the company grants you. No, this is money that you have to put yourself. And the card is basically issued by Coastal Community Bank. All right. So with this SABLE card, you are basically building credit history. You are building you're improving your FICO. You can graduate to traditional credit 3 times faster. Based on analysis, you can actually graduate after 3 months, and in some cases within 5 months. Okay. It's all about how you play the game. But the whole thing here is that you have to be financially responsible. You have to pay you have to make your payments on time. Okay. You can earn unlimited cashback and premium rewards with the SABLE credit card. We love that. For example, you can earn up to 2% unlimited cashback with the 2x first year match, top of the line rewards, and practical features like cell phone protection. Now you might be saying, well, I don't need cell phone protection, but guess what? You never know. And you might as well have it, because if you're like me or people that I know and you buy iPhones and you have and the iPhone costs $1,000, you better protect that iPhone. You better insure that iPhone. So if you have a credit card that offers cell phone protection, take it. Okay. And we love the fact that with the SABLE credit card, no social security number is required. They're not checking your credit. This is a secure credit card. They're not checking your credit, and they just help you build credit. Okay. And everything is super simple. You put money down, you build positive habits with SABLE as your credit coach, then you graduate to traditional unsecured credit in as fast as 3 to 4 months. Okay. So, and based on our analysis, you have a 98% approval rate, no minimum deposit required, and you can actually get 2% cash back on Amazon, Netflix, Whole Foods, and more. So the bank behind the whole service is called Coastal Community Bank. I've already said that. Okay. So what are the pros and cons? Just to recap here. Pros: no annual or monthly fees. Your credit history is reported to credit bureaus, all 3 of them. No social is required for non-US citizens. And both cards, debits and credits, earn rewards. So that's if you're interested in getting the SABLE debit card. What about the cons? Well, you can get higher rewards elsewhere, and there is no sign-up bonus. Let me talk to you about eligibility. Big decision time, big decision time. Talk to me right now. Are you interested in this credit card? Are you in a situation in your life where you want to build credit or rebuild credit? Talk to me about that. If the answer is yes, then here is the eligibility criterion. The first one that you need to have is you need to be employed at least 3 months. So first thing, you need to be at least 18 or 21 years of age. That makes sense, depending on the state where you're applying from. Number 2, employment 3 months. Okay, you got to have a job for at least 3 months. They pay attention to that. And you got to have verifiable pay. So here I'm talking about what? W-2, 1099, tax return. Don't tell me that you make 20 grand or 30 grand a year, but you can't prove it. you got to have a way to prove it. Not to me, you have to prove it to SABLE. Okay, so the way you can do this is that you have to have a W-2. If you're not paid electronically, or you're not paid you're not paid via the standard channels, you can get a 1099 at the end of the year, or even better, you can just show your tax return. You can also show SABLE your bank statement, and even better, if you open a bank account with SABLE, that's a lot better. Remember, when we talk about opening a bank account with SABLE, you're talking about opening a bank account with Coastal Community Bank, and your cash is FDIC insured. So you're insured up to $250,000. Okay. You always have 1% cash back on eligible purchases, and we love the fact that this card is good for international transfers if that's what you want. Okay, and you can even get instant virtual cards. This is totally up to you. And one thing I want you to pay attention to, if you want to have the eligibility, you want to meet the eligibility, please work on your DTI and your CUR. So your DTI, your debt to income ratio, trying to bring it down, just bring it down. Okay, SABLE is not going to ask you for it, but for yourself, if your goal is to build credit over time and to build credit quickly, get an account with SABLE, that's fine, but also work simultaneously on your debt to income ratio. In other words, the amount of cash that you allocate to debt servicing should be low. And there are two ways to do this. Either you reduce your debts or you increase your revenue. That's what it is. Because if you reduce your debts, then the numerator of the fraction goes down, which makes the result of the fraction go down. Or if you increase your revenue, that way the denominator of the fraction, the DTI fraction, goes up rather. If you increase your revenue, the formula for DTI is debt, the amount that you allocate to debt servicing over your disposable income. Also think about your CUR, your credit utilization ratio. Let's dig a little deeper into SABLE. What is SABLE? Because this is something that people have been asking, and there have been some theories around, but the story is very simple, and there's nothing complicated about SABLE. Basically, here is a fintech company that was funded by immigrants to the United States. And what happens was a lot of them, and this story, by the way, is kind of similar to Tomo, the Tomo credit card. Okay, the Tomo is also funded by immigrants. So the whole thing is they came here and they had a lot of barriers in the financial system. They had no social security number, they had no credit history. So they realized, hey, listen, we really need to find a way to solve this problem. Because without credit history, you can't get a credit card. You're gonna have to you can't get a loan. Everything must be secured. Even to rent a house, to rent an apartment, you need to have exceptionally high rental security deposits because they have no credit history. So they thought about creating a credit card that would allow immigrants and also folks here in the States who have thin credit or no credit or poor credit to qualify to improve their credit worthiness. This is really good, and we love that. And nowadays, SABLE is way more than just a credit card issuer. They have partnered with financial institutions, prominently what I just told you, the Coastal Community Bank, and they are offering other products. Okay, they have the Secured card to build credit history, which this show is about. The SABLE One Secure credit card. Okay, this is the one that allows you to actually build credit, but they have other credit cards. So they have a debit card also. All right. And so here are a few milestones that can help you graduate to an unsecured version of the card if you really want it. Because at the end of the day, honestly, you're not with SABLE to stay in their secured credit card category. Your job and your goal should be to move up the ladder, right? In terms of credit worthiness. So you want to graduate from secured credit card to unsecured credit card. Just make sure that you make on-time monthly payments. Make sure that you have monthly transactions of at least $250. Make sure that you have a credit limit of at least $500 each of the past 4 months, and have direct deposit in your SABLE bank account of at least $500 each of the past 4 months. Okay, the card doesn't have an annual fee, so that's really good. If you can do those 4 things, you will graduate faster. And also think about your FICO components. Your FICO score has several components. Think about your credit utilization. Think about your payment history. Think about new credit. Think about hard inquiries. Think about the diversity of your credit in relation to your FICO score. Let me quickly talk to you about the features. There are some features that you're going to love with SABLE. So I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is what everything boils down to. So with the SABLE app has a few features that you want to pay attention to. So no annual fee on the debit card or credit card, the secured credit card. The secured credit card regular APR is 10.24%, prime plus 6.99. If you don't make on-time payments, try to pay everything every month, right? It's all about financial responsibility. It's all about saying, listen, I'm just tired of my low credit score. I want this score to gain weight. I don't want to be associated with the skinny FICO score anymore. So be financially responsible, or at least learn to be financially responsible. And this card has no sign-up bonus, and there are no monthly fees, foreign transaction fees, or no minimum credit score. They don't check your credit, and they will accept you whether you are a U.S. citizen or an immigrant. Not a problem. And you can graduate according to SABLE, and we have tested this to an unsecured credit card within 4 months or 6 months, really. Okay, but this is really good. So let me talk to you about some rewards you might love. Money, 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 money. We love the 1 to 2% cash back on purchases. Think about it. This is really good. Cardholders can earn 2% on purchases made with Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, Spotify, Uber, and Whole Foods, as well as 1% everywhere else. In addition to that, you get a dollar for dollar rewards that will be very good, especially when you get the match the first year. Think about that. So you get a dollar for dollar rewards match the first year, doubling whatever you earn. So we really love that. So as long as you're able to manage your situation, your card perfectly, this is kind of cool. Okay, this is really, really good. And one thing I want to say, and I think earlier I was talking to you about foreign transaction fees. There are none. They do charge a transaction fee if you have the secured SABLE One credit card. They do charge 2%. This is really something you need to think about. And the 2% is something. So the card, this is a card to build credit. This is a card you're going to try to use responsibly. Don't try to travel. Don't try to make online purchases on foreign sites with this card. No, you want to be financially responsible for 4 months. Well, actually 4 years is kind of cool too, but be financially responsible for 4 months and then graduate to an unsecured credit card. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about the SABLE credit card, and I want to talk to you about the perks. Okay, at the end of the day, you have a cash bonus for great credit. This is the kind of card that allows you to build credit. But in addition to helping you build credit through credit reporting, SABLE rewards you for meeting major credit goals. So when you achieve a credit score of 700 or higher within 12 months of use, SABLE will give you $25. This is really good. We love the incentive here. Well, you might be thinking $25 is nothing, but guess what? It's not about the final product. It's not about the final rewards. It's about the journey. It's about what it takes to get to the 700 or higher credit score. It's all about the routine. It's all about the discipline. It's all about the mental posture that you need to have to get to that 700 plus FICO score. Okay. And this app also allows you to, the card or app has ongoing rewards and perks. You have a great opportunity to earn cashback rewards. So you have secured card rewards. You can earn 2% back cashback. I already told you that. But there are also debit card rewards. So with the SABLE debit card, I'm sure you have understood so far that when we speak about SABLE, we have two cards, right? We have the secured credit card, and then we have the debit card. So with the SABLE debit card, you will earn 1% cashback on Amazon, Netflix, Spotify, Hulu, Uber Eats, and Whole Foods. On the SABLE One Secure card, you will also receive car rental insurance, cell phone protection, and travel assistance. So things you just need to be aware of. And one thing I want to say is that for the bank account and debit card, you wouldn't find a monthly fee, overdraft fee, or foreign transaction fee. The question is, at the end of the day, does this work for you? Secured versus unsecured credit card. Why SABLE versus your current bank or credit union? Is the offer interesting? This is a call you have to make personally, because I don't know where you currently bank. One thing for sure, SABLE is an interesting offer, but there are other offers on the market that are way cheaper, especially if you have a credit union and you're looking to build credit. Some credit union will offer you a secure credit card, or they will have a credit builder loan. So you might want to check those before. So yeah. Speaking of comparison, let's just quickly compare SABLE with other players in this field, okay? SABLE's secure credit card is what really sets it apart from other financial companies. There are other banks that offer secure credit cards that do not require a credit check, but SABLE is one of the only ones that doesn't require a social security number for non-U.S. citizen. So if you are a non-U.S. citizen and you're currently looking to build credit in this country, SABLE is actually interesting. I want you to look right now on the screen. Look at this. So we're trying to compare quickly here. SABLE One Secure Card. We have the Capital One Platinum Secure MasterCard. And then we have the Open Sky Secure Visa Credit Card. SABLE does not have an annual fee, nor does Capital One, but the Open Sky, you have to pay $35. You have rewards of 1 to 2%. The other two cards, nothing. The APR lowest on SABLE, but on the Capital One you have a 27%, and on Open Sky you have a 15.39%. No credit check is required on SABLE One. Same thing for Open Sky, but on Capital One they will check your credit. For a social security number, here for Capital One and Open Sky, both require that kind of information, but SABLE does not. But again, you have to be a non-U.S. citizen. If you are a U.S. citizen, they will ask for your social. But again, this is not going to matter because this is a secure credit card anyway. You will be approved. Okay, so the graduation path to unsecured or partially secured with SABLE is at least 4 months. And with the Capital One, based on our calculation, at least 6 months. And for Open Sky, we were not able to get that data independently. So you got to understand that when we look at the ecosystem of secure credit cards, the Deserve EDU is one of the only other credit cards that you can apply for right now without a social security number. But it's only available to international students. So if you're not in that population, you're not really interested in that, right? And SABLE also gives cardholders a path to an unsecured card in as little as 4 months. This is really good. We have actually covered this topic in depth on another show, and the show is called the Top 10 Secure Credit Cards with Low APRs, High Rewards, and Quick Upgrade Potential. You might want to double check that, okay? And we covered in that show several interesting secure credit cards. For example, the US Bank Cash Plus Visa Secure Card, the US Bank Altitude Go Visa Secure Card, the US Bank Secured Visa Card, the Key Secure Credit Card, the Bank AmeriCard Secure Credit Card, the TD Cash Secure Credit Card, and the Discovery Secure Credit Card. Let's finally talk about registration. How do you sign up for this service? Everything sounds interesting. You are interested in signing up. Let's talk about it. It's very straightforward. You will visit the website and you just select open an account. And then from there, everything will start. They will ask for some personal information. Nothing complicated, really. They ask for your contact information, first name, last name. You'll need to download the SABLE app though. So there is an app, of course, you need to download that to finalize your account. Okay. Right now, it's a lot better to do everything on your mobile. You can do it online also through desktop, but it's a lot faster if you download the app, because they will verify your phone number also. Okay. So be prepared with your information. Okay. If you don't have a social security number, you want to bring your passport, US visa, and US address. So you have to scan those documents and upload it to a secured platform that SABLE will provide to you. Okay. And those documents are very important. The process takes about 5 minutes. When we tested it, it took 3 minutes, but 5 minutes is pretty reasonable. Okay. So the funds, you need to open a SABLE account. So the funds in your SABLE deposit account, I've already said it, are FDIC insured through SABLE's partner, Coastal Community Bank. So SABLE is a fintech. They're not a bank, so they have partnered with an FDIC insured bank. So when you get your cash in, you have an account with a Coastal Community Bank through SABLE, your cash is insured up to $250,000. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Additionally, the credit card offers zero liability protection, which should prevent responsibility for unauthorized charges. So this is kind of cool. So everything from there goes, it's pretty fine. And if you need to contact SABLE, you can email them at help@sablecard.com, or you can just call them. Call them at 1-888-583-8383. Very easy to remember, right? 1-888-583-8383. And they are available on social media. They are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Okay, so this is overall, the perks and rewards offered through the SABLE app are pretty encouraging and pretty enticing. But the real win is the ability to access banking features that are essential for everyday life without a credit check requirement and no social security number required for a U.S. citizen. All right, folks, thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was talking to you today about the SABLE credit card. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? In our view, it is definitely worth it, okay? And I'll talk to you about, I'll give you an overview, the eligibility, the facts, the features, the perks. I did some little bit of comparison, and the registration. In our view, after analyzing all those things, we assign SABLE the score of 8.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, be marvelous.